What's up, everybody? Oh, you're not going to be able to hang out, Smitty? Smitty, I got to figure out what I'm going to send you, my dude. I got you and B Temple and the other Mike that I've got to send some stuff to, all in Canada. And hopefully, one of you folks, I can just send it to one, and then I'll pay you guys to ship it out. One of you guys to ship it out to the other two. That is upcoming soon. I'm working on some stuff right now, so it's actually happening. And I'm not just like trying. I'm actually getting some stuff done. So, hey, thanks for the super chat, man. super early super chat. Is that? They took blood out of my arm right here because I was really dehydrated and didn't have no veins the other day. Weird. Let me make a real quick post, and also, again, Smitty, thank you for that super chat, my dude. And I wanted to get an old beer out and indulge in a vintage beer. I don't do that really anymore, and I might go grab one here in just a second. I'm trying to think if I got one like within arm's reach, which I may have. I'm sure I do. I just don't know exactly where it would be, other than the two Harley ones that Saltycroccollectibles sent, or Vince sent last week. I don't know. Hey, what's going on, K-Man? Let me make a real quick post on the good old YouTubes. Probably won't matter, but I'm going to do it anyway. Share, copy link. Okay. And then, this stuff should be like second nature. Hey, what's going on, CT? Thanks for the super chat, dude. Hopefully, well, I don't know. What are you planning on doing with the with that SRG? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let me start off by saying that. I just wondered if you was going to end up putting that on your channel or not. It doesn't matter though. Seriously, it can be your like seat bolster if you want to just set on it. I don't care, like an egg. It really doesn't matter. Okay, real quick post. Oh, there we go. Live now. Whoops. Yeah, thank you guys for the super chat, man. Oh, this week? Okay. Going to dig right into it. That sounds good, man. I'm curious to see if like how different our tastes are, since you are going to mess with that, or even if anything, if you just have to eat it to see like how far off my assumptions or my critiques or my observations of the food were. I think that should work. And post. Done. All right. You now have my full attention. I do think I am going to go grab an old vintage beer and start off with that. I got a big old box sitting over here. I'll show you guys real quick. Maybe. Yeah. See? Like it's a pretty big box. So the deal with this is, me and Delicious, my international ration savior, he's awesome, man. Me and him like split on stuff all the time, and like he's really kind to send the things over if we split them up and just things like that. And me and him went in on a case, split a case of Norwegians, and I think there's 24 in a case. In one case, I'm pretty sure. And I think like the biggest thing we had, probably the older LRP. No, we had those little LRPs. How many of those was in a case? Haven't I seen a case with like 40 something, 40 old LRPs with like a really tall kind of a long rectangular case. I don't think I have anything even remotely that big. It'd be almost like two HDR cases or two MRE cases stacked on top of each other. It's similar, not quite that tall, but kind of similar. Can't be left out now. Thank you, Bourbon Street Joe. Which I don't know. Should I just call you Mike or should I just continue to the Bourbon Street Joe Nola? I always leave out the Nola part, but thank you for the super chat. All the Canadians already come in here. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And Joe, Mike, Bourbon Street sent he sent something along. It should be here probably Monday, somewhere along in there. And it's been awkward not having. I know it sounds silly, but I've been doing this for so many years, and I don't want to call it a routine because it's definitely not a routine. But there are some routine aspects to it, and there's also like I get habits of things that I use, and my cup was a big part of what I done, and I don't know, just I don't know why that cup mattered. I guess it really, I don't know. It's weird. But Joe sent along a new Bob Ross cup, the heat changing Bob Ross mug. So yeah, and where was I going to go? Oh yeah, all right. So you guys give me just 1 minute. I'm going to literally try to make it a minute or less. That said 6:42. All right. I don't know if I made the minute, but maybe. Oh, I was 8 seconds off. Okay. So I just went and grabbed literally pretty much the first thing I could find. And I actually don't know how to pronounce this. Is anybody familiar with this brand? Or can you tell me how to pronounce it? With that old English writing like that, I'm not even sure if that's an L or a B. Is that a B maybe? Or I'm not 100% sure on this. That kind of looks like a CS Del Lils or Bills. Brewed and bottled in New Glarus, Wisconsin. Our little village brewery in New Glarus, Wisconsin, is proud to offer you an Edelfus and you Edelfus. Okay, so that's Edelfus. It's supposed to be an E-D-E-L. That's supposed to be a P? Oh, pills. Edel Pills. Maybe. Edel Pills. P-I-L-S. That's supposed to be a P? Come on. That is like the worst P I have ever seen in my life. Miss Marilyn saying super chat. I just seen someone say super chat. Did I miss a super chat? I did. Hey, there's Dan. Good morning to you over there, Dan. It would be, what time over there? Let's see here. It is about 9 o'clock in the morning for you over there. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I do have a world clock on my phone, but it's the one that I'm using currently to stream with, so I can't get in that. I'm pretty sure it's about 9 o'clock for Dan, though, in AM. and it's tomorrow for Dan. So that's kind of weird. For him, it is the 10th, July 10th. For all of us here in the United States, it's still the 9th. But yeah, man, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, this is some really weird looking Old English. If I'm just being honest, like that's not even Old English. Like that's pretty bad, right? Unless maybe I'm off on that font, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Anyway, let me continue reading here and see what else it's got to tell us. This noble Pilsner is the creation of our brewmaster. He brought a special yeast from Bavaria, combined with it is Wisconsin barley and the finest Bavarian and American hops. Then, employing traditional brewing methods, this Pilsner is finished with a long, cold rest in our cellars. So it's already aged a little bit, it sounds like. Expect this beer, spelled with an I, B-I-E-R, to be creamy, full-bodied, with a smooth finish. And it will complement any fine meal. Oh, wow. Or family gathering. We took our time in brewing this so that you might take your time enjoying it. The dude's last name is Dank, y'all. That is Dank. How about that? Daniel Carey, Diploma Master Brewer. Government warnings. Okay, one thing is, I gotta make sure this is not the one with cream in it, because it just said creamy. Gabe sent me a beer that had a cream in it, and he said that it's probably one of the most funky beers that you can get your hands on because of the fact that it has the cream in it. I just want to make sure that this is not it. Let's see. Here's a beer brewed with integrity from barley to bottle, true to style, without compromise ever. And I didn't see anything in that write-up about cream added. And this is one dirty, sticky bottle, too. Like, this is like it just came out of somebody's basement or wherever they had it collecting. There's people's handprints and oils on this thing from years ago. I mean, it's crazy when you think about it, how long some of the dirt and oils have been on this glass bottle. So I don't think this is it. Pretty sure, according to the Surgeon General, blah, blah, blah. Ability to... And I'm going to guess that this is probably, I'm going to say 90s. Probably. This could be 80s. This definitely could be 80s. I think it could... I mean, it's possible that it's older than that. Because on bottles, it's very hard to tell. There's a 3 and a 5 stamped on there with a V inside of a circle. Right there, I guess I'd call that a V. I don't see any other markings on the bottle. I mean, it's so sticky that it's kind of hard to handle, actually. I'm not going to go wipe it off. I'm going to be a man about it, and I'm just going to deal with it. It makes me think I should probably drink this with the meal, right? I have not eaten anything since yesterday, basically on purpose. I probably would have eaten something earlier today because I was hungry, but I chose not to, because tonight I'm going to have a special international ration, a good one. Hopefully a good one. I have no idea what menus are in here either, by the way. Delicious did not tell me. He just split them up, and I got what I got. So that's what I got. This thing has not been cooled down in the refrigerator either, which is probably a little bit of a bummer. But, all right. Let's do this. Oops. Okay. All right. I got the keychain here. Bob sent. Along with this cup right here, which this cup actually changes with the heat. You can't like see through the black on this one, but there's a firefighter underneath there somewhere that comes out whenever you put extremely hot water in it. This one's a lot harder for the color change or the image to react than the Bob Ross one was, which I still have it. It's broke, but I still have it. 5alarm.com. I've never looked this company up. It's a pretty cool keychain, or, well, keychain slash bottle opener, though. I dig it. Been a long time since I've done this. It's been, I mean, it's been months. It's probably been, what, at least, oh, it's been way longer than 6 months. I've not done one this year. I don't think. Maybe New Year's, around there. I might have had a drink around then. But I haven't had a drink, period, since then. Like, I just don't recreationally drink. All right. Well, let's see if it's got any sort of hiss or anything. Let me grab the microphone. Keep my beard hair out of it, maybe. Ooh. I did not think we were going to get lucky and have any type of air come out of this bottle. I'm really screwing that cap up. This it's the first time I think I've used this one. It really demolished the cap. Look at that. Alright, I'm not going to bend down and pick that up right now because I don't want to take this off camera and be accused of swapping it out. That does happen, believe it or not. People think that you would take your time to have one exactly like it, recap it, fill it with water or tea or something like that. I know that's a movie trick. A lot of times when you see them drinking like a hard bourbon or something, it'll be tea or it'll be just food coloring in water so they can not get drunk. Oh yeah, Shocker got messed up by some fireworks. Are you still hurting, buddy? I want to get a camper or something along those lines. Maybe like a Class A. Something that's just all self-contained. So you're feeling good now? It'd probably take me twice as long to heal as you. I've got to figure out why it takes me so long to heal. I was just thinking about that. Like, there's got to be something I can do, change my daily regiments, and heal better. Oh, no, wait, no? Yes, no? All right. Anyway. Yeah, I don't like camping either. Like, if I'm going to camp, I'm going to glamp, like, for real. And I'm just a traveling thing. All right, here we go. Wait. Ooh. It smells like a canned beer. It's like got a really heavy metal smell. It must be from where the cap was decaying on the top. It's a very pungent odor. It smells pretty hoppy. Kind of green. What's that word I'm looking for? Never can remember it. That chemical that's in grass that gives it that smell. Never can remember this. I know it, but I guess I don't know it because I can never remember it. Whew. Yeah, I wouldn't say it smells very malty. It's got more of a green scent to it, and I guess like hoppy. It's really a strong odor. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like it's went bad, which it was nice to see the air or hear the air come out of there. Hopefully it's still carbonated. There's definitely chunks in there. Oh yeah, I didn't even look. I'm really quite curious. Oh wow, that is one very foggy, cloudy. Oh boy, that's gonna be This might even like be viscous, like a pudding almost. Not that thick, but you know what I mean, like slimy. It's down the hatch. I've delayed enough. Whew. Made my ears pop. It is not creamy, I don't think. I would not use the word creamy to describe said beer. This is a again, New Glarus, Wisconsin. It's a Edelpils. 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 Edelpils? Something Pilsner. I don't know what the Edel stands for. It does still have a decent bite to it, which is nice with a vintage beer. It's what you want. It's definitely, you don't want it to be flat. When it's flat, I would say 50% of the time, if it's a completely flat beer, it'll almost like gag me. It'll almost make me gag because I don't know. There's just something about it. Really, number one, it goes funky. This beer is a little bit off, but as far as that, like, I think there's not really an expiration to these things. You'll, I don't know if you guys can see. You see that line right there? This beer has definitely got something going on inside of it. It does have like some metallic flavors, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense in a bottled beer like this, unless it contains some iron or something. It would have to be a lot for you to taste it like that, though. It has to be from that cap, and that cap does not look decayed. I'm looking at it in the floor; it doesn't look like it's broken down. So I don't know. I drank about 3/4 of it, and I'm going to go ahead and. Man, that's a foggy beer. Really is. I don't want that Mary Bottom. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can show you guys what's going on inside this bottle. Maybe. That's not going to focus. There it is. Oops. You can see my finger moving right there. See all this at the top? That's all sludge. Just like, I don't know what exactly it is. There you go. Now you can see it. It's not liking the focus. There you go. It's more on that one side than it is the others. But you can also see, like, look. See that? Kill this light. You might be able to see it better. You can see that hard line right there. Oh, yeah. Anyways, that's an icebreaker, I guess. To accompany that, I'm going to have one of these smokes that Vince sent along, or Saltycroccollectibles, because they should be around about the same era, I would say, the beer and the smoke. And let's get into this box. Can't tell how it is supposed to open. Usually I just do them like this. If this is the actual Norwegian case. I would like to keep it in good shape for collecting purposes and display at some later point. Nope, this is a he used the halal case to send them in. Dang. So I guess I need to open it up here instead of where I was opening it. All right. I've actually never had a halal case. I never had one halal MRE and I didn't eat it. I've still got it somewhere. It was one Sticky Fingers sent me. I had a plan for it a long time ago and I didn't get to it. So that's what happened with that. All right. Here we go. Into the American case full of not American rations. Let's see what we got. Because like I said, I have no clue. Oh, this needs turned around. Oh. All right. I just messed the camera all up. There we go. All right. First on top, we have a beef and potato stew. That actually sounds killer. 1,300 kcals, which is awesome. And then if you guys are really curious, you can read the rest of the label and see what else is in there. I won't do that at this present time. Okay, we'll take the other top one off here. Creamy pasta with pork. That also sounds interesting. Let's take a look at these dates down here. Look at that best before date. 2024. November 4th of 2024. So the very end of the year of November. And what's the production date? Batch number. Let's see here. Ooh. I'm going to guess that these are probably produced. These were probably produced November of 2021. Although I don't know for sure. I mean, there's a 22/02/11 there at the top, which obviously we're not in November of 2022 yet. So, I don't know. Not sure. I mean, these are nice. These are the legitimate rations that are made for the Norwegian Army, produced in Norway by Drytech as something Drytech AS maybe. Anyway, that one's also 1,300 kcals. Maybe they're all 1,300 kcals. I'm going to bet that they're probably not exactly 1,300 kcals. That's probably the minimum. That was a menu 19, a menu 24, and here's a menu 22, which is simple enough. Chili con carne. Nice. This one's 5/16/2024. Different date on that one. I know they all came out of the same case though. Okay, what else we got here? Menu number 18, we have a cod in creamy curry sauce. I actually have this menu somewhere of a it's in a different bag style. It's like I think it's like a clear bag, or it's like a light green bag, or I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've even seen it. I think I know where they're at. I can't get to them right now. I haven't been able to get to them in a while. Here we have chicken curry. Well, no, this is October 27th of 2024. So lots of different dates on these things. That was a menu number 16. So we got 16, 18, 22, 19, and 24. So we got 16, 18, 19, 22, 24. We have a menu number 10. Lamb with rice and lentils. Nice. Get you a good look at the label there. If anybody wants to look at everything else that's in there. Put that there. Put that up there. All right. Keep going here. That was a menu 16. Look, here's a menu 17. Pasta bolognese. So we got 16, 17, 18, 19, 10. Nice. Okay. All right. Next up, we have menu number 7. Chocolate muesli. So this is a breakfast menu. Cool. Wait, here's the label. Anybody curious about what else is in there? Okay. Here we have a menu number 3, which is muesli with berries. That sounds good. Just so you guys know, I am not having breakfast for dinner tonight. I am hungry. I don't know what I'm having yet. That's a menu number 3. That was a menu number 7 that we just pulled out. What else we got here? Oh, here's a menu number 23. This is couscous with lentils and spinach. Okay. This is a vegetarian meal, I guess, right? Would this be, yeah, this is vegetarian. It says right there. Vegetarian. And there's what else is in it. Let's see. Dark chocolate, protein bar, dried fruit, energy drink, spoon, blah, blah, blah. I tell you what, though, the Norwegian rations are freaking amazing as far as like how compact they are and the calories that you get. They're nice. Here we have a menu number 5, which is just porridge. Just flat out porridge. This feels like one of the larger contents-wise menus. We got dark chocolate, sweet dried fruit, energy drink, spoon, disinfect. So there's porridge, dark chocolate, sweet dried fruit, and that's it. And an energy drink. There's only 3 items in there. There's no freaking way. Maybe. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. We also have sports muesli. Whatever that is. This is the menu number 6. So that was number 5, number 6. Looks like we got a pretty decent lineup as far as that goes. Does this have any, like, does this have more in it? Still enjoying this vintage camel, by the way. It stayed lit this whole time. This thing's burning super slow for being 30 years old. It is 30-some years old, right? What was it? Oh, they're 30 years old. Yeah, that's right. These were 90. Actually, these were 91, so they're 31 years old. But anyway, what's in this one? Sports muesli, whole wheat bread, energy drink, dark chocolate, fruit soup. This one's got fruit soup in it for all you Rafco lovers. It's the same. It's essentially very similar. This has the nut cream, and then the spoon, disinfectant wipe, Ziploc bag, coffee, chewing gum. Bling blong. And Delicious also sent along some homemade beef jerky. Is that sesame seeds or is that chili pepper seeds? Is that pepper seeds? 3/13/22. So this was made, what, 4 months ago, basically? Well, not exactly, but close, very close. Today's the 9th, and I think, yeah, it's the 9th, I think. Well, I'm going to have to dig right into that. Look at that oil along the outside right there. All right, let me get this halal box set aside. And then lay these out. Try to do it in order here. Somewhat. I don't know if I have room to lay them all out. I probably don't. I'll tell you what, it's really nice to have all these, because these rations will last for, well, they're freeze-dried. You guys know how that is. They'll last as long as you want them to, pretty much. I'm only going to be able to get 2 rows on the camera. I can make 3 rows on the table, but we'll see just what menus we got order-wise here. Looks like menu number 3 is the lowest one that I have. So we got 4 breakfasts, and then the rest are lunch and dinners. So let's see, we got 3, 5, 6, 7, and then we got where's the lowest number here? 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, and 24. All right, there they are. Somebody's letting off fireworks right outside. Did I miss a super chat? I did. Let me click on that. Is that Blindside? It is. Interesting that the one muesli had a 2025 date. Wait, really? Oh, yeah, it's January 2025. It's this one right here. Thank you for that super chat, Blindside. Is this the only 2025 date that I have? I think it is. Nope. Wait, here's another. This is the sports muesli. This is the actually latest date. Wow. 3/7/2025 Best Buy date. And there's a one. Here's a dinner with a 2025 Best Buy date. 1/1. So New Year's of 2025 is the Best Buy date on this couscous with lentils and spinach. So this is a vegetarian. That kind of makes sense why it's got a longer Best Buy date. I really... All right. So maybe February of 2021 is what we got going on here. Hi, baby. Come here. Everybody be happy to see you. Come up here. Come up here. Hi. Hi, pretty little girl. Hi. My little girl. My little girl. So I've got a story for you guys. Thank you again, Blindside, for the super chat, man. Looks like we got quite a few with 2025 dates. But you're right. Most of them are mueslis, except for the vegetarian. And then all the other ones are 2024. And I think what we're looking at here is February of 2021. Or it could be, maybe it's November of I don't know. I don't know how that date code right there works. There's a 7/14. I'll bet it was 7/14 in 2021. 8/18. Nope. That's not it, because on this lamb with rice and lentils, it says 6/42, so that's definitely not a date. I thought it was, but it's not. Batch number. There's a date contained in this batch number somewhere. I'm guessing that there's 2021 there, and then it's 2/2021, and then it's 07105 on this one, which I don't know. Those two are in the same batch numbers right there. Exact same batch number. This one's different. That one ends in a 3. These two that you can't really see right here at the bottom are in the same batch as well. This one ends in a 5. I don't see any other ones in this same batch. This is the only one in this batch number, which is a February 25th, 2024 Best Buy date. I'm going to guess that you take 3 years off of that, and that's when your manufacture date is, but I could be wrong about that. I think they are good for 3 years, though. And these are the Like you're supposed to pull off. Well, you used to be able to pull off the labels and reseal them. I don't know that you still can. Oh, I got out of the live chat there. Spicy Tuna Roll says the kitten has a AFR bed now. Yeah, it's not every day that you got Arctic field rations laid out on the table like this. This is definitely a treat. I want to say a huge thanks again to Delicious. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, he's going to have some of these. If he doesn't already have some of these up on his channel, he will have, I'm sure. And the link to his channel is right at the top of my description. So very easy to find him and click on that and just hit that subscribe button and you can come back to the live stream. So now we have the pleasure of picking from one of these. There is 12 here, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There are 12 menus here. Yes, there are. I'll tell you, these breakfasts are going to be awesome. And I love me some muesli, especially something like this. Muesli with berries, it just sounds freaking amazing. What else is in this one? This one has the, well, I don't know what it has in it. Chocolate, something. Dark chocolate, so it's a dark chocolate bar maybe. Muesli with berries, dark chocolate bar, hot chocolate, dried fruit, energy drink, and coffee. It looks like that's about it. Huh. They're very simplified. They used to have a little more items in them, if I remember right. I'll have to dig out some of my older ones. My older ones, I'm curious to see if there are any changes. I've done a review of one of these, I think, and I'm sure I've done 1 or 2 on a live stream. And I have some put up. I have a reindeer with lingonberries, I believe it is, that I've wanted to do for a Christmas. And I have these really amazing Christmas beers, vintage Christmas beers, that I want to add with it. And I've been meaning to make that video now, like I said, for years, literally like 3 years, maybe longer. But I'm going to guess that my older Arctic field rations are probably past their best by date by now. They're probably manufacture date like 17, maybe 18, something like that. And, you know, like I said, they're past their best by dates now. And I had some that were green, I had some that were clear, and I had some that were another color. I can't remember what they were. The bags, the actual bags. Some of them were like, I think the reindeer one was in a different color bag, but I can't remember. It was weird, and I don't remember why. Someone said that the clear one was a civilian version, but it's exactly to the T. There's nothing at all different between it and the military version other than the bag itself. The contents are identical. The calorie counts are identical. The items contained in it are identical. The menu number was identical because I checked. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Somebody's letting off a whole bunch of fireworks out there, which is kind of odd. Where's the other cat at? I don't know. I'm going to try to give the gray one away tomorrow. Let me go grab the gray one, just because. And then we'll pick out the menu for the night. Come here, buddy. You want out? Come on. Here, come on. Go, hurry. Girl. Now they're letting fireworks off right out back. Here we go. This is Chubbles or Cashmere or whatever. He feels like cashmere, and I called him Chubby Bubbles or Chubbles for short. He's kind of lost his chubbiness. He's getting big. I'm going to take him tomorrow and try to give him away at my family reunion that I'm going to go attend tomorrow. I suppose I'll attend it. It's my dad's side of the family. My dad passed away back in '07. Not really been close to that side of my family ever, and I've been trying to kind of re-spark some relationships over there on that side. And I've got two half sisters over there that I've tried to keep in touch with somewhat. And story time, real quick, before I pick out the menu. So, day before yesterday, I was going to go get a battery for my red car, and my old battery was out there in the garage. So I was going out there to get it, and I couldn't find it. So I had another old car battery out there I was going to use for the core, just so I didn't have to take the battery out of that car and swap, Anyway, because it's been sitting out there in the garage for years, it'd be good to use for a core. Anyway, so I go out there to the garage, and I had just had a guy cut my grass because my lawnmowers broke down, so I got somebody cutting my grass right now. Anyway, I'm out there, and I hear a kitten, and I mean a brand new kitten screaming, just screaming bloody murder, like it's scared to death, it's dying. So I go around there, and I find this little tiny gray kitten wrapped up in some vines. It's like the color of him, and it had its foot twisted all the way around the wrong way. It looked awful. So I reached down there. I couldn't get it untangled where it had twisted so much, so I just took my pocket knife out. I cut it, and I figured, okay, I'll just go get some cutters, and I'll cut this off its ankle. And it actually came off after I cut it, and it just kind of unspun and come off of it. So it was covered in these little white specks of stuff that looked similar to like long grains of rice. Okay, if you've ever looked at long grain rice when it's dry, that's what this looked like. These cats, I found 3 brand new kittens that were less than a day old, and the mother out there, she did not want anything to do with them at all. And she had plopped them out, and the only thing I can guess is that flies had, obviously the afterbirth and all that was all over them. Flies had been all over these things, and it's just dropping eggs, like all over them. And like I said, they'd been there less than 24 hours. That I can confirm. So I grabbed them up. I had my son come out there and search for any more. He found 1 more. I brought 2 in the house, put them under the sink, took a flea comb to them, and just started combing that crap out of them. It was inside their ears. Their little tiny ears. They were less than a day old, these things. They were hours old. So their ear holes were like not even hardly there, like just barely there. But there was enough of a hole there for there to be like 3 of these things attached inside their ears. I had to take tweezers and pull it out of their ears. So I cleaned them all up, and I must say I did a very good job because I got every single one of them. I took thousands, and I do mean thousands of eggs off of these things. Okay? No, they weren't alive, Wyoming. They were no movement, nothing alive, nothing like that. It was very weird. I've never seen this before. The only other time I've seen something similar to it, they were moving, and it was kittens that I had to put down that had open wounds all over their body. It was just awful. It was awful, 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 awful. I don't even want to think about it. It's one of the worst things I've ever had to do. Was put those things down because they were just in horrible, horrible shape. There was no way they would have survived. There was no way. So, anyways, I brought all 3 of them in, and I had formula in the refrigerator from these 2 that are left out of the 5 from the other cat, which she's fixed now, the neighbor cat. This cat that had these was just a stray, just a I'd seen her around a few times, but she just wasn't a cat that really came around. So if she was, I would have taken her and gotten her fixed. Anyway, so I bring them in, clean them all up, and the mom will not feed them. Like I put them all in a box together, closed the box off, and she just tried to escape. Like that's all she was doing, was just trying to get away. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to have to take care of these. I had to fix up the bottles. I had a brand new bottle that I had to cut, like make a little X in the top so that they could suck on it. And I've never messed with kittens this small before, ever. Like the littlest I've ever messed with were probably like 2 weeks, and a lot happens in that first 2 weeks. They become a lot easier to deal with after they're about 2 weeks old, from my experience. Anyways, so these things were like an alarm clock. Every 2 to 2.5 hours, they would start screaming. I would feed them. I would make them use the bathroom, but I just couldn't do it. I took them to the local shelter and made a decent donation, and they did not want to take them. Had I not made the donation, they would not have taken them. Like, they were completely full with cats anyways, and I knew what the lady was going to have to do. She was going to have to do what I'd done. She's going to have to make them go to the bathroom every 2 hours, feed them. It was going to suck. So I mean, it's rewarding in a way, but it also sucks. Like, there's aspects of it that really suck. It eats up your entire life. Like, you don't do anything else. It's very, very stressful. So I feel bad about it. I do. I've thought about it a lot since I've done that. But there's no way. There's just no way I could have taken care of them. And I think the chances of them surviving is pretty slim. But they were very strong, and they all ate from the bottle very, very well. So I think that's a good sign. And they ate basically the recommended amount that they're supposed to eat. It's something like 1 tablespoon for every ounce, but these things were so tiny. Like, I don't know. They ate enough that they were full. You could tell they were full, and they were done eating. And I'd make them go to the bathroom and then lay them back down, and they were good to go. And they went to the bathroom every single time, every 2.5 hours. So this little one right here, which she is my buddy, if you can't tell. What's on my finger? Nothing. There's nothing on my finger, is there? She has got a face that every mother could love, not only a mother. But she's got these, well, in particular, this one sore. Hang on, honey. Under her chin, right here. I've been putting Neosporin on it. Oh. And then she's got one back here on the back of her neck, which you can't see, really. It's right here. I don't know what the heck caused it. No clue. It just popped up. It's like nothing happened to her. It just was there. It's really weird. Anyways, let's go through these and see what I'm going to eat. Lamb with rice and lentils. I am not in the mood for fatty lamb. Excuse me. Pasta bolognese. That could be good. I would hope that there is a lot of meat in that. Celery, gluten, and soy. That, you see that? Pasta bolognese, and it says celery, gluten, and soy. So is it soy pasta with gluten and some celery added? Like, what is that? That can't be an ingredients list. No way. Dark chocolate. It just says dark chocolate. Does that mean it's a chocolate bar, or does that mean it's... I don't know what that means. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen in any of these that are this fresh. Quit chewing the bag. There's the chili con carne. It just says soy after that. Does that mean that it doesn't have real meat in it? I would think if that was the case that it would say vegetarian. Here's our couscous with lentils and spinach. I wonder if that's any good. This has dark chocolate, protein bar, dried fruit, energy drink, spoon. I think we only got one with the fruit soup in it that I seen. I didn't read all the things. Here's our chicken curry. I'll bet you this is, oh, yum. It's making my mouth water. I bet it's good. It's good. This has got peanuts in it. You know, like a pack of peanuts, I guess. Protein bar. Hot chocolate. And then your other crap. This one is the cod in creamy curry sauce. I've got a cod, but I don't know if it's in creamy curry sauce. But I've got the old cod menu. This has a tortilla wrap Mexican style. Interesting. Huh. I wonder if that cod and creamy curry sauce has rice with it. Protein bar, dried fruit, energy drink, and then the spoon and crap. What's this one? This is creamy pasta with pork. That's an interesting menu as well. I've never heard of this menu before. Say dark chocolate, protein bar, energy drink, steak bar, spicy sauce, spoon, disinfectant wipe. So this one has a little bit of different stuff in it. This creamy pasta with pork. I wonder if this is like a Alfredo sauce or something. I don't know. What's this one? Oh, this is the beef and potato stew. Beef and potato, salted peanuts, dried fruit, energy drink, steak bar, dark chocolate, spoon, disinfectant, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anybody have any suggestions? Hey, there's delicious in here. The mystery behind the production date is it's written in reverse. Oh, okay. So they're produced in 2022. Really? So we're looking at 9/17/2022. Written in reverse. So this would have been no, that couldn't be. This would have to be January 17th, 2022, and then the 90 doesn't have any meaning, I guess. There's too many numbers there for it to just be written in reverse. It's menu 24, that's not contained in there, the batch number. Huh. Anyway, yeah, definitely they all have 2022 on them, which does make sense. So they were all made this year. I'm going to bet February on all of them. That's kind of what I think. But with the different Best Buy dates on a bunch of them, maybe there are a lot of different manufacturer dates. The first 6 digits. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So February 2022. Wait, yeah, February 2022. Right? I don't know. 6 digits. Oh, duh. I keep thinking that the 2022 is all written out. No, it is not. This is February 9th of 2022. Duh. That's what that is. This one is also February. This is February 11th, 2022. Yep. Okay, so now I get it. Okay. All right, so there's the menus. Let's see here. Cats. We got pasta bolognese. We got the lamb with rice and lentils, which is kind of weird. Cod and creamy sauce, chicken curry, couscous with lentils and spinach. That's weird. Beef and potato stew. That just sounds like that's my favorite. I'll probably save that one for a rainy day. Chili con carne. This sounds good as well. Creamy pasta with pork, also interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen creamy pasta with pork. All pre-pandemic. Matt says I've had exactly 4 MREs. Well, that's a good thing and a bad thing. It just depends on how you look at it. Okay, Miss Marilyn says, what was your previous suggestion, Miss Marilyn? Miss Marilyn says either the pork or the chicken curry. So either that one or that one. That's Miss Marilyn's thoughts. What else do we got going on in here? I'll let the kitten choose. Okay, I could lay out like 3 and let them pick, which I don't know that they would. they look like they're chilling pretty good right now. He's going to eat that bag back there, the chili, just because it's what's in front of him. Oh, you got pretty eyes, buddy. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Super chill. Nice clean ears. Look how clean their ears are. Nice and clean. I run the flea comb over them all the time. Try to keep the fleas off. They still got a couple, though. Yeah, Spicy, you're right. It is hard to get fully intact foreign rations. Every time I get them, I feel I'm blessed. Okay, any other suggestions here? Andrew, how much would a case like that be? Actually, I couldn't tell you. It would probably be maybe about $250 without any type of shipping. Like, that's probably just buying the rations, I would say. You might be able to get them for $10 a piece for a full case. If you bought the 24, you know, a little over that, probably $11-12 a piece maybe. But then you got to factor in your shipping, and there's where the money comes in. So that's when that's when it sucks, because the government, they like to charge a lot for shipping, no matter what government it is. So Mulder says I like the pasta bolognese. So there's another. Okay, chili was, maybe I should wait till it's cold for the chili. But I like me some chili. I like me some chili, boys. I tell you. I'll be home in 2 hours. I have 20 Spanish breakfasts that are waiting on me to run my nose. Really? Wow. That's a lot of Spanish breakfast, dude. What? There's not much in those Spanish breakfasts, is there? What's in those? Like a chocolate bar. I had it in my mind. Crackers. Coffees. I can't remember. The stove comes in them. You got to put them in a tub and then climb in. That's kind of what I feel like doing with these. Laying them all out on my bed and making a Arctic field ration angel. Excuse me. I've been noticing. I've been like losing my taste and smell over the past 2 days. I don't know what's going on with that. I hope it's not what it could be, but Delicious is jerky. Let's see what he's got going on here. Look, I'm from West Virginia. Folks make jerky around here. Lots of deer jerky. Some beef jerky. Lots of deer jerky, though. They all think that theirs is the best. And there's an art to it, for sure. But they all are convinced that theirs is the best. So there is some good jerky around here. And there's some other made in West Virginia jerky that is, it's killer. It's really good. Give it a smell. Ooh, it smells like it's probably a little warm. All right. Give it a try. We're about to walk outside and see what's up with these fireworks, if we can see them. Because they sound like they're going off right down the street from me. Okay, it's got a little bit of sweet right off the bat. It's crunchy in a way. but it also, it's got some heat. There it comes. Didn't hit me at first. That's actually really good. It's got almost like a crispiness to it on the inside. It's got a nice chew to it. That is really good, actually. Really good jerky. It's got, for most people, that would be a decent amount of heat. For me, it's I would consider this mild. I mean, it's got some heat to it, though. Is that a teriyaki that I'm picking up in there? A little bit of sweetness. Yeah, somebody spent some money on them fireworks, man. There's a bunch going off. Yeah, that's really good. I'm not going to leave that set there. The cats will get into it. Let's, I need to plug in my charger anyway. But let's go see if we can see the fireworks real quick. And you guys help me pick out that menu. We'll go out back. I don't know. I don't know where they're coming from. Whoop, nope. Holy shit. I should have had the camera turned around. I was that close to getting sprayed by a skunk. I was less than 4 feet away from it. Oh my God. I'm not going out there. That would have ended the live stream right now. And I would have been hating my life. I don't see anything. Pretty loud though. Huh. Do I even have the camera turned around? Wait a second. Well, am I still on? I'm still on camera. Turn the camera around. There it is. Huh. Oh well. Can't see them. Can't even see me right now. There we go. Yeah, that's some good jerky though. I'm going to eat all that probably tonight. All right. Time to pick the menu. Up close skunk is the word. Yeah. Oh my God. That thing was. Well, let me just start off by saying it's somewhat tame. It's used to me being within two arms, distance away from it, and opening the back door, and it'll be right there. Because I feed the cats outside, and it just eats like a cat. It comes up and eats cat food. The raccoons do the same thing, and so do the possums. Little bit. What do you want? A little bit. She is something else. Okay. Let's chicken curry or the creamy pork. Okay, we're going to make it based on what else is. I have a new Grill 2016 Menu 2. Late Meal Combat. What, the beef jerky one? I just saw one of those on eBay today. And, I don't know what menu it was, though. What's the menu? Yeah, the kittens are comfy, and they're probably going to have to move. We'll see you later, Barry. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Yeah, I seen an LMC on here today. I just want a balloon, a military balloon, on eBay today. Self-inflating. It's a radio beacon. It's pretty neat. I'm curious whether it'll still self-inflate and take off. It's worth the $30 to find out, I will say. Let's see. Light Meal Combat. I am not seeing it. There's a Spanish ration popped up, $40. Don't know if it's a breakfast or not, though. That's 1962 B unit, $17 plus 10 shipping, $27. Empty MCI case is $100. That sounds about right. I'm still debating on whether I should bid on this or not. It's a really, really nice looking B unit. Right here. Look how clean that thing is. It's clean. That's a good looking B unit, y'all. But $300 is a lot of money for one. I only want the one can. Like, the water, I don't care. The two, whatever those are, B units or whatever they are, I don't care. So $300 for one can is a lot. It's more than really I want to spend. $200, yeah, I'd pay that without blinking an eye. I don't see that Light Meal Combat now. That sucks. Let me see if I can find it in my recently viewed. Wait. Oh, here it is. He said menu 2. That's a menu 1. Let's see. Focus. I don't know what the menu 2 is. I think that one is beef jerky. Okay. I think the... Alright, I'm going to let the contents decide, because whatever's going to be the best other items. This has got a dark chocolate, a protein bar, an energy drink, a steak bar. Curry, is it going to be exactly the same? Protein bar, hot chocolate, energy drink. It's got peanuts. Yeah, it's pretty dull. And this is also kind of intriguing, this vegetarian. Dark chocolate, protein bar, dried fruit. I wonder what the dried fruit is. Energy drink, disinfectant wipe, coffee. I hope they all have coffee. I think they do. And rice and lentils. I don't want lamb. Can't remember who said that that the pasta was good. The pasta bolognese. It actually does sound good to me right now. Pasta's kind of piquing my interest. What does this have? It's got the dark chocolate, the protein bar, the dried fruit, which is maybe raisins or something. Who knows? Energy drink, spicy. It's got the hot sauce. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Was it a breakfast that had the fruit soup? Or was it a dinner? A lunch or dinner? Spicy sauce. Oh, this one has it right there. Fruit soup in the chili con carne, but that's a cold weather menu. Alright, so it's either going to be pasta or the creamy pasta with pork, or the chicken curry. which I would assume the chicken curry has rice, but I don't know that for sure. All right, so I just named off one of those three. Hey, kitties. Hey. Hey. Why don't you guys wake up and pick one of these? You guys are just out. Why are you guys like sleeping under these lights in here with me? They like to hear me talk. I put them to sleep, as you can see. Oh, you like the belly scratched? Yes, you do, Chubbles. Yes, you do, a little belly scratched. Oh, yes. He's got great big old feet, too. Okay. Hamburger combo, probably. Man, hamburger sounds good. Man, I'm just hungry. Like, I'm just hungry because I have not eaten since yesterday. It's the warmth of the lights, you think? Maybe. It might be a couple degrees warmer in here than it is elsewhere. But I have to keep it really cool in the house right now, about like 65, honestly. Because my old dog, like, he has to stay cool. If he gets warm or overheated, he starts coughing, and it's bad. It's real bad. Oh, dang it. CT, dang it, buddy. I meant for this to go in your package. I really wanted you to get to try this. This peanut brittle Reese's cup. These things are phenomenal. And I actually set this in here on your stuff, with your stuff, and I moved it the other day for some reason. I can't remember why, and I forgot to put it in your package. Man, I feel so bad about that not getting in there. I've only got a few of these, and I want to share it with as many people as I can. I think I got like 3 of the big cups left after this one, so still 4, I guess. And then I got a few of the little miniature, little tiny cups. I'm telling you right now, if you have not tried this, this is by far the best thing that Reese's has came out with in years. Probably since the Nutrageous. I was a big fan of the Nutrageous. I think that's well done with the crunchy, the peanut butters on the outside, the caramel, the Reese's peanut butter middle. I think that's a great candy bar. But as far as a Reese's cup goes, this is the bet. They hit it out of the park. This is better than the original. This is better than the white chocolate. This is better than any other Reese's cup I've ever, by a mile. Like, these things are amazing. If you can get your hands on them, get your hands on them. I hope they bring them back this Christmas. We all should petition Reese's to bring these back. Write Reese's and tell them you want to see the peanut brittle as a daily flavor. You want to see it on the shelf as an option. All right. You know what? I'm going to have to flip a coin or something. Let's see. It's between the pasta bolognese, the chicken curry, or the creamy pasta with pork, that would probably make a good review. I don't know. There might be a bunch of reviews of that creamy pasta with pork. Let me look that up, and look, I might not even like that. Let me see if I can find it. Holy crap, somebody paid $130 for that? Yeesh. Man, that's a late ST too. That went for $100 and well, let's say $142 plus shipping or plus tax, so over $150. All right, let me look on YouTube real quick because I don't want to have something I'm not going to like. But that doesn't mean that this menu will even be on there. Menu 19. Norwegian, Arctic, pork. It's pork with, or no, it's creamy pasta with pork. Creamy pasta with pork. Traversing Foods has done one. Kit Bashed Survival. Kit Bashed. Never seen that channel before. Average Joe MRE has done one. So, and looks like, nope, never mind. I was going to say Nathan's done one, but he is not. Norwegian Arctic. Pulled pork. What? Traversing Food had a pulled pork? No way. I've got to get my hands on that. That sounds phenomenal. All right. So I'm going to click into Traversing Foods video here and have a non-skippable ad. Gotta love that. But that's good for him. Good for him. Come on, freebie, whatever that is. Oh, cool. I love how YouTube has started doing this, making you watch 2 non-skippable ads. Have you guys encountered this a lot? Because I sure have. And anybody who's rewatching this, I'm sorry that I haven't dug into food already. But look, show up live. That's what I can say. Like, these things aren't meant to rewatch, really. They're meant to be interactive and be here, you know, be here and interact. All right, I'm going to click forward just so I can see what the main looks like. Oh. And it doesn't look bad. Looks like some, probably, no, I don't know if that's processed. Looks like little chunks of ham, really. Yep, that one's, I'm going to remove it from my possibilities for tonight. So now it's between the chicken curry and the pasta bolognese. Obviously, these things are cold weather. I haven't never seen a Norwegian ration that wasn't cold weather. Have you guys? Have you guys ever seen a Norwegian non-Arctic field ration? Okay. I'm going with the, yeah, I'm going to go with the pasta. I don't know why. I'm usually not a big pasta guy, but for some reason today, it's making me want to eat it. Nope, that's the one. That couscous one's interesting too, though, with the spinach. Right? Couscous with lentils and spinach. That's an interesting menu. For sure. That's another thing that's cool about these. You can rough handle them. You don't have to worry about them. I'm just throwing them. Oh, yeah, I keep grabbing it. I'll probably have one of those breakfasts tomorrow just because I can. I haven't treated myself yet for my birthday ration, so that might be it. There's a certain corner you're supposed to open. It's either this one. Yeah, maybe this is it. It's definitely peelable, and it's supposed to be, you can stick it back. Maybe it's down here. Yep, that must be it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Obviously, this is a lot of food. And these are like the Pro Packs. They're vacuum sealed. And that is so much food. That is so much food. 442 kcals. That's kind of low for the amount of food that's here. What does this weigh? That's what I was curious of. 600 grams dry. So there's a look at what it probably is going to look like. So you're like kind of a thick spaghetti noodle. And some really heavy duty packaging for the spoon compared to what they used to be. It's super lightweight. I don't know if you can tell, but like it kind of floats. I don't know if you can tell or not. Then we have, ooh, we got our dark chocolate bar, really fancy schmancy. 60% cocoa. That's a decent cocoa count for a dark chocolate. March 6th, 2025. It's your best by date, which we all know that this chocolate bar right here essentially can never, will never go bad. It can melt and it can temper, melt and solidify, melt, and that can go on, but it'll still be edible. We got our spicy sauce, which is a huge packet for only 15 grams. There's only about that much sauce in there. Yeah, about that much. You having fun over there? Well, I'm glad you're cleaning yourself. Anyway, there's our freeze-dried coffee, the Colombian freeze-dried coffee. Polder Mill brand. They've had those packets that look like that for a long time. Here's our disinfectant swab. That is it alcohol free? No, 70% ethanol. So yeah, 2% glycerol, and 0.5% of I can't pronounce that. Here is our Real Spearmint gum. This is different than it used to be. I actually have a pack of the old gum. Oh man, dang it! I knew that was probably going to happen, but I'll pick it up later. Here's a pack of the old. Here's the new. That is not pronounced real. That is pronounced Real, like L'Oreal. That is what I was told years ago, and I've confirmed it a couple times since then. But Real. What else we got here? Ooh, cranberry protein bar. 28% protein. It's a nice packaging too. I don't know if that's a common like in-store brand over there, this Real, but I know I've seen it in a lot of shops. Here's our fruit mix with, I think that's raisins, that anise, mango, papaya, and that's it, I guess. Then we have our energy drink with a taste of lemon. Yummy. Probably the worst one I could have gotten. And here is your bag for your leftover contents. So, all right. Cool. Good looking meal, I must say. All right, the spoon. Yeah, we'll open that up. We're going to use all this stuff, even the wet wipe. Let's get the main going, then we'll tray everything else up. Here is our, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Here is your best before date of January 20th or January of 2029. It's either January 2029 or January 20th, 2029. Probably just January 2029. So, what is that, a 6-year? No, 7-year? 8-year. These were made in 2021, right? Or no, these are 2022. So it's a 7-year shelf life on these. And these are resealable bags, which is nice. They got the zip seal in them. Full meal, baby. Let's just, for instance, this, if you was to go buy this as a Mountain House product, it would cost you, for a pro pack, would probably cost you $12, $13. for a meal like this? I'm sure this is at least 2 servings. Does it say? I mean, it feels like it's at least 2 servings. Oh, there's a super chat from Mulder. Mulder says, anxious to see how this looks, Smokey. Thanks for picking my choice. We think alike. I don't know why I was wanting pasta today. Like, I'm not that big of a... I don't know. It just, for right now, it seems like pasta's what I'm craving. So that's why I went with this. But thanks for the super chat, Mulder. I appreciate that, man. Maybe it's a bad thing I picked this, because if I hadn't picked it, maybe I could have sent it to you. That's a really crappy thing to say, but but I was just thinking that, so I said it out loud. All right, let's see if we can get a... And I will say also that this packaging is phenomenal. It's really, really heavy duty, nice. You're not going to get a pinhole in this very easy at all. It's really nice. Oh, I missed another super chat. Let me go back further. Hopefully I can get back there. Smokey, I have a Norwegian tropical field ration. Menu number 8. Chickpea curry. Tropical. Thank you for the super chat, Bourbon Street Joe Nola. Or Mike. Dude, send me a picture of that. I want to see it. Whenever you can, if you can get to it or whatever. I'd love to see that. I don't remember ever seeing a tropical. Maybe I have. It's been a long time since I guess I paid attention to the Norwegians, really. All right, let's see if we get a good hiss here. Yeah, you guys didn't hear it, but it was there. All right, let's look at this dry. Okay, that's not a vermicelli noodle like... oh, that's a noodle with a hole in it. Look at that. So it's not like a spaghetti noodle. See that? Huh. I wonder if it's just fully cooked pasta and then freeze-dried. Or if it's just pasta that we're going to be reconstituting and cooking right now. I don't know if this is some of the meat or what this is. I'm going to try that. Tomato, garlic, onion. Some oregano. Yep. All right. Man, that's so much food, though. I hate to make all that. There's no way I'll eat all that. No way. It's just so much food. All right, let's find the directions here. So we got ingredients. Pasta's 31%. Meatloaf. Beef, 46%. Wow. That's awesome. So that makes up, what, 77% right there. And then down here we got 22% carrot, 9% tomato, tomato paste onion, rapeseed oil, cornstarch, meat bouillon, there's celery, yeast extract, salt, rapeseed oil. I think I already went through that line. Brown sugar, onion, soy, salt and vinegar, seasoning, garlic, basil, antioxidant, sorbic acid. Where are the directions? What is this over here? Mix, then eat, it says. Yeah. I guess this is the fill line. That's a lot of water. Holy cow, that's a lot of water. Man, oh man. Literally filling it up to the top of the food, more or less, is what it's telling me to do. I hate to make all this at one time. Trying to think. Yeah, screw it. just going to fix it all, and I'll see if my son will eat some of it, or call my other son and see if he'll come and get some. All right, I'm just going to fill it up to that line. Well, I'm going to not quite. I always put less in it than it calls for. All right, that's a little bit less than it calls for. I'll probably add a little bit more here in a minute, which will heat it up again anyway. So that sounds like my old lady's home. Give it a shake. Feels like it's going down through it pretty well. Look at them. They are keen on what I'm doing. All right. Get a tray. All right. We'll get these drinks made and whatnot. There's our chocolate bar. Let's put the drink there. Stella, don't. There's our fruit. There's our other bar. Coffee. No sugar. No sugar for the drink. Let's go ahead and clean our hands off, huh? Whoa, that thing is wet. Real wet. Like, there's probably a little bit of liquid standing in the bottom of that. Extremely wet. Oh, it smells just like alcohol. Which is good. Nice disinfecting properties. I'm gonna get my hands nice and disinfected and clean. I mean, this thing is dripping wet. It's literally dripped all over my table and my tray. But good for cleaning the old hands. I got a cut right there. Huh? Drips there. No joke right there. That is a wet wipe. No doubt about it. All right. Energy drink time. We're going to put this in a cup. Let's see what kind of... Oh, wait. There's a fill line. Does it say how much water? It does not. It does say the calories, though. 152 calories in here per 100 milliliters. Then it says 36 kcals. I do not know. I don't understand foreign calories, why they have to make it difficult like that. Why does it have to be per 100? What does it say? What was that? Per 100 milliliters prepared. And over here it says per 100 grams. I don't know. I just think it's weird. I think the American system for calories and whatnot is very simple and easy to understand. Wait, eat one for who? What now? I missed something. I looked down. Yeah, per 100 grams. Per 100 milliliters. And then over here is per 100 grams. It's per 100 milliliters prepared. It's just weird. Best by date on this one is July 10th, 2026. I was trying to get that part that was stuck. You know what? I'm just going to have to make it in this thing, and then I'll dump it over in the cup. That's what's going to have to happen. Let me give it a quick fold on our line there. Give it less water than it calls for, as I always do. All right. Yeah, you don't want nothing to do with this lemon drink, kitty. Yeah, that's less. I'm going to keep it under a little bit. Give it a good fold. All right, that should do it. Stella, don't tear up that. I got a couple rations laid in the floor that didn't go in the box. I guess I had 3. I don't know. Delicious did a good job packing them in there. I can tell you that, because just throwing them in there like that, they don't even come close to fitting, and I'm lacking one. Hey, G. Schultz is here. Wyoming Adventures, what's up? Frothy. Ooh, very lemon pledgy smell. Okay, it looks like I got mixed up pretty well. There's still a lot on the walls in there. I'll rinse it out a little bit, because I did put less water in it than it calls for. I mean, that stuff, it's kind of oily. It's definitely stained the walls of the this bag. All right, there we go. What's this? This is the, I guess that's a tropical fruit mix. It's a very small pack. It's only a 30-gram pack, which I think is not enough. That's a personal opinion thing, though. Oh, look at that. That is different than I remember. Wow. Look at that. Little teeny tiny cubes of, get out of there. It said anise, whatever that is, mango, and papaya. You know what? I'm just going to have to eat that. My mouth is watering. I thought it was going to be hard. It's not. Nice and tender. It's got a really nice chew to it. It's real sweet. Bursting with flavor, I must say. The mango's got a, you know, a completely different chew. Feels like pineapple. So pineapple, mango, and papaya. Wait a minute. Yeah, pineapple, mango, and papaya. That's a nice mix, though. Yeah. Let's take a look at this chocolate bar. Oh, yeah. What's that say on there? Something bird. What am I missing here? Let's find out what company this is real quick. I thought it was Real, but no. It's got something else on it. Now it says share your real moments on Instagram there. Real field meal. Let's see. Does it say who this is made by? All right, I'm just going to have to read the bar. It's either Brunberg or Drunberg, I think. I don't know. It smells amazing, though. God, it smells so good. This reminds me of, like, Easter as a kid. This chocolate smells so fantastic, though. Oh, wow. It's very aromatic. That is a very aromatic chocolate. Got our cranberry protein bar here. Wait, let's do the coffee real quick. I'm going to go with the foreignmre.com mug, as usual, because this is smaller of the mugs that I have. I know I'm kind of running you out of there, cats. Deal with it. Alright, we got our pure Colombian goodness. This is a freeze-dried coffee. Pretty big granules there. Should make a nice solid cup of coffee. Does it say how much weight there is here? I don't know. That seems like that's over 2 grams, though. 2.5, maybe. All right. Got a little bit of powder out of there. I'm looking forward to the coffee. Better cap this water up before one of these cats decides that it's going to play with it and spill it. Because that's what happened to Bob Ross mug. Do what? Alright, I will try it as intended, then I'll probably add some sugar. I'm an American. We like stuff sweet. Most of us. Not all of us. I will say that most of us do, though. There's our cranberry flavored protein bar. I went down the cereal aisle at the grocery store yesterday, and oh, all that cereal looked so good. Here is our protein bar, man. That looks amazing, and it smells like beer. Weird. It's definitely got a yeasty kind of fruity, yeasty kind of scent to it. It's kind of weird. It almost does kind of smell like beer. Didn't expect that. Huh. Okay. All right. That's it. I wonder if this is ready. Probably going to add some more hot water to it. Yeah, it's looking pretty dry, right? Let's go ahead and add some more. It smells like spaghetti. It smells really good, actually. It smells like a meaty spaghetti. Get that sealed up. Give it another fold, just... because, ow! God, it's hot. Ooh, it is real hot. The plastic, or the, well, whatever this is, I'm sure there's some plastic in it. The container smells hot, even. Like it's that hot. Might take a minute to absorb all. Nah, that looks about right to me. Nice and moist. Let me go get a bowl. And we'll go to town. Cats don't eat anything while I'm gone. tell you? Got any idea what I'm going to tell you, dude? Please do. All right. Well, I can smell it from here. I can smell the pasta bolognese as soon as I walked in here. And looks like I missed a super chat. Bourbon Street Joe Nola says, also forgot to mention I got 4 MRE dehydrated fruit mixes. Might have to share. 4 dehydrated fruit mixes? You mean freeze-dried? Surely, wait. There are dehydrated fruit mixes as well. Thank you for the super chat there. Mike, what am I going to call you? Bourbon Street Joe Nola. I guess I can call you Joe also. All right, time to get down, kiddies, because I'm fixing to get into the... you little goofball. You little goofball. Give me lovin's. Give me lovin's. Thank you for the kiss. Little Chubbles. He's got respiratory issues where he kind of clogged up all the time. But again, thanks, man, for the super chat, dude. Well, you can see the chunks of tomatoes in there, lots of meat. They had it in like a meat loaf there. Look at the carrot, though. I don't understand putting a bunch of carrots in there. Whatever, I guess. I think I'm going to use a Canadian spork, since this is like a kind of like a spaghetti. We can open their flimsy thing, but oops, I think I just dropped a little bit on my table and on my finger. I mean, it's not even half of it. And it could use more water. Truthfully, it could. See how it's a little dry down in there? I am going to add just a little bit more water to this. My son will probably eat the other half. It'll probably be my older boy. Stop leaking. Ruining my table with water, of all things. Alright. So I did add some more water in there. I'm going to mix it up pretty decent. Oh, no. Well, screw there. I thought it said that you were supposed to get a napkin in there too. Alright, that looks a little more like it. Going back in with some of this and I'm gonna mix it in with a little bit of this wetter stuff. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Just going to eat it the way it is right there now. I need a napkin. I got it all over my fingers, on my shirt. Going with the Canadian because I got it on standby right here. Okay. See if I can get it off my shirt. I'm sure it ain't going to come off, but somewhat. Okay. Here is the utensil that comes with it. It's better than they used to be, I think. It's been a while since I had one of these. It seems like the old ones were more like this. A lot more flimsy. Yeah, this one's flimsy, but it's a little bit better quality, and it's smoother. shinier, smoother. It's not bad. Doesn't feel like it's got that sharp edge on it right there. Well, yeah, it does. Actually, right there especially. It makes it hard to eat with those things. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use the spork. Alright, there we go. Pasta bolognese with a lot of carrots. And get your meatloaf mix, it called it. And then your pasta and seasonings. Alright, here we go, down the hatch. So the carrots are really weird. It's got a creaminess to it. The carrots give it this, well, a crunch, as you can imagine. I mean, it's a cooked carrot, but it's not a, like, well done cooked carrot, you know, where they get, like, pasty. No, this is, it's got a crunch to it. Like a, almost like a cooked apple, kind of. Very odd choice, in my opinion, to add carrots in there like that. Good for beta carotene, I guess. It, what am I picking up? It's got a little bit of an odd flavor to it. A little bit. Nothing major. Overall, it's, I can tell that it's like camping food. Instead of it being like restaurant quality, which sometimes happens out of a pouch like this. You never know. I'm gonna try some of this hot sauce. See what it's got going on. Spicy sauce. What kind of peppers is in this? Is it even gonna say? Jeez. I got that stuff everywhere. Best by date's 2024 on this. That's strange. I don't know what kind of peppers is in here. I'm not seeing it. Wait, down here's the ingredients. I'm an idiot. Herbs and spices. Chili, vinegar, salt, garlic, acidity regulated. Huh. Just says chili. So I guess it's just chili peppers. It's probably not going to be very spicy then. Alright. Jeez, I thought I had a bigger hole in it than that. Holy. Well, it's kind of like ketchup. Look at that. It's a little thick. A little thick, boy. Alright. Well, let's find out if it's got any heat to it. Oh, I like that. Definitely some vinegar there. There comes the heat. Okay. I ain't mad at that at all. I cannot tell what type of pepper that is. It does taste like, kind of like a Mexican chili pepper stuff. That red chili pepper or paste. Kind of has that flavor. It's tangy, but not from the vinegar. Almost like a pickling of the pepper or something. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Totally changes this dish, though. It makes it something else. You don't pick up the carrot anymore. and it kills the sweetness. Because there's a light sweetness going on in here. That might be from the tomatoes. Overall, it's a solid meal, though. Well, it's... I don't want to mix it in with all of it, but... I was going to say it almost kind of tastes like it's got a little bit of cheese in it, but I know that it doesn't from reading the ingredients list. But it almost has like a cheesy quality to it. That kind of probably sounds weird, but it's true. Okay, it's got me sweating a little bit, so it does have some heat to it. Mainly, my lips are hotter than anything else, which is kind of weird. Usually it's my tongue or throat. Which there's a little bit of heat there, but nothing like my lips. Yeah, I'm definitely sweating though. My nose is running a little bit. Yeah, it's got, you know, I guess I think most people could handle this amount of spice though. It's nothing extreme. Yeah, the carrot texture is just like the most off-putting thing about that. I don't know if I'd call it off-putting. Odd. Just the oddest thing about it. I'm not used to having carrots like that in my like a spaghetti dish like that. It's very foreign to me. Maybe it's something that some people are used to. It's just not something I've encountered before. I like to have some veggies, but not in my spaghetti or spaghetti-like dish, bolognese. So this smells a lot like Lemon Pledge. I can't remember what that last thing I had. What was that out of? And it was the most lemon pledgy tasting thing I'd ever encountered. Was it a drink? It's only been a couple weeks ago. I can't even remember what that was. What was that? But it was oddly so. Very odd. Yeah, I can't remember what that was from. Can you guys? Oh, this is a lot better than that last one that I am talking about right now. This has got a really nice sweetness to it. It tastes like an artificial sweetener, though. The lemon flavor itself leaves something to be desired. It's very artificial. It smells completely different than it tastes. There's a little bit of similarity on like the follow-up, like the aftertaste, but it smells a lot different. It smells like Pledge, tastes a lot better than that. Taste the notes from whiskey, huh? I don't think so. This was just a couple weeks ago, it seems like. I cannot remember what that was from. I can't even remember what I ate 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like, as far as a live stream goes, I cannot even. I've eaten so many things on live streams and stuff that I really, honestly, don't remember. So I picked up something really, 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 in my opinion, I was super, super excited and stoked to have gotten it. I don't have it yet. And hopefully it makes the shipping, makes the trip well. So I'm not going to jinx it or anything, but I'm super excited about something that's coming. And I paid what I consider to be a lot of money for it, but you know, the times have changed. Like, that's the way things are now. If you want to get something decent, that's what you're gonna have to do. This stuff is good though. Like, I already had a bite of it, but I liked it. I like it. It's weird. It's little tiny cubes like that, but it makes it easy to eat and to mix all the flavors together. And if you wanted to, if you were bored, you could sit there, you know, separate them all out. If you had a bunch of time to kill and you were bored, or if you didn't like the mango or whatever, you sit there and pick it out, give you something to do. You'd be surprised how bored you get sometimes sitting around, I'm sure. You're going to be in the cold too. If you're getting provided this meal, you're most likely going to be in the cold. You said a Norwegian tropical. I remember seeing some tropical meals. It's been a few years ago, but I don't remember if they were Norwegian or not. I think they were Dutch. Dutch tropical meals. No, wasn't Dutch. Maybe it was. Because I got a vintage Dutch Arctic that's been around in the community for a long time. Like, Cav guy owned it out in California, and then somebody in Arizona owned it for a while, and then Steve owned it for a while, and then Bob owned it for a while, and then Steve owned it again after that for a while, and then I owned it, or I do own it now. So, yeah, that ration's been around for a long time, been through a lot of different hands. It's probably one of the oldest around as far as the Dutch Arctics go, as far as the date on that thing. I think the one that I have is a 2009, or maybe it's older than that. I can't remember. Wait, I'm not going to do the coffee yet. Protein bar, cranberry in variety. Oh, hey, CT. I see CT sent a snooper chat. Snooper chat. Polish. Wait. Oh, yeah, it was the Polish. Duh. Wow. Thanks for the super chat, CT. I couldn't. All right, can you believe that I couldn't remember that? Like, now that you've said it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm a complete freaking idiot. But yeah, so the only other that makes me think of the Lithuanian lemon drink, which is used to be the most lemon pledged drink I'd ever encountered, but now Trucker will get to experience this. The new style Polish that it's not good. It's just not good. It's very, very, very furniture polishy in scent and flavor, actually. I don't know why, but I always love these things when they're cranberry flavored like this, or mixed berry, or something like that. So, I don't know. Let's see how this one is. Huh. A lot more crunchy than I thought it would be. Like a dry crunch. I thought it was going to be like more like a chewy. It is a little chewy, but nothing like what I thought it was going to be. The flavor's pretty subtle. It smells a lot more flavorful than it is. It's pretty aromatic, but pretty subtle in the flavor. I just bit my cheek. I hate it when that happens, because I guarantee I'll bite it again now, because it's going to swell up. All right, I got to try this with some of this fruit. Something about like that. Yeah, Danish have wet and dry, yeah. Danish have wet and dry. And whatever I said a minute ago, now I can't remember. Come in the box. Just like the Danish. They got wet and dry too. Okay, that really improved that bar. I like that. It made it like juicy, kind of. What are the worst? Oh, biting your cheek? Yeah, it sucks. We'll see you later, Miss Marilyn. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks again, CT, for that super chat and reminding me how dumb I am about that Polish. Can't believe I couldn't remember that. Well, it's got a nice, nice pop to it. Yeah, it's got a nice crispy break to it. Cross section inside there. It just smells so good. Oh, all right, I'll give this a try. That's good. I don't know, it's not melting right though. It's a little bit odd because of the melt. The flavor's nice, but it's like the tempering's off. It's not wanting to melt in my mouth. It's staying very very solid even after it starts to break down. You're chewing. Must have a pretty high melting temperature. Yeah, that's a weird chocolate. Like I said, the smells great. Taste ain't bad. Got a little bit of bitterness to it. The sweetness level is about what you'd expect out of a 60%. I would call it a medium sweetness. And then the oddest thing about it is just how it's like not melting in my mouth. It's melting, but not melting completely. It's like staying kind of rubbery, almost like a kind of chewy. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna wash it down with this black coffee though. Okay, so the chocolate definitely goes with the coffee really well. Put some of that hot coffee in my mouth with that chocolate, see if it'll melt. It's not even wanting to melt with the hot coffee, and I mean it is, but it's like really slow. Huh. It does mix well with the coffee, though. It's a decent amount of tannins going on in there. It's got a little bit of that, I would say a middle bitterness and a middle sourness going on. It's got a little, a little bit of that sourness. happening. Let's get 2 packs of this Domino sugar, which is only like 2.5 grams a pack. They're just little tiny packs. I actually picked those up at, I think it was Wendy's that I got those at. Now, I did make like a, I would say a 9 or 10 ounce. At least, it was for sure the full 8 ounce. Maybe closer to 9 or a little over of coffee. And it's like perfect. Huh. That sugar did nothing. Maybe I need to mix it. Maybe it just didn't dissolve or something. And we'll use this. I can feel a little bit of it on the bottom there. Yeah, it needed mixed. I figured it was hot enough to just dissolve it, but it wasn't. Alright. This has got to happen. Big old cranberry up in there. A little bit of everything all together. Trying to not bite my cheek again. It's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to happen. Well, mixing it all. I mean, you can't go wrong there. The chocolate really adds a different element to it. Although, again, with that texture, it's just not really incorporating all together. But it adds a lot of the chocolate flavor. And it's not overpowering either. You still get plenty of the protein bar flavor. And then the chocolate adds a nice sweet juiciness to it. Fruity juiciness. Stuff's actually really good. I was disappointed when I saw it, but I like the little cubes. I wish there was more of it. If you eat it sparingly, like I have been, you can make it last, but I mean, your main focus is the main in these. Living in Jumanji. I think I skipped the keg smoke last week, the Miss Maryland smoke. And I know she just took off, but I'm craving one of these. Oh, you know what? I'm going to skip it again this week. You know. If what I got shows up, if what I won, if it shows up in the condition that I was told that it is, and it makes the shipping trip well, because when you're dealing with older stuff, man, the post office doesn't care. And they were using USPS. But they don't care. They'll drop it from 4 or 5 feet in the air to the ground. They do stuff like that all the time. And when you're talking about having cans that are 60, 70 years old, and they're already a little bloated or something, and they get that smack, that could be the end of that can. They could have a little soft spot in them somewhere. That's it. It's over. They're ruptured now, and it's going to all spew out, and it's going to ruin other things. But if that's in the condition that I think / hope it is, that is going to be the first or second video that I film, because I am ready. I am beyond ready to start. I'm just going to have to do some on location filming, not here. not on the set. It's gonna have to be outside and stuff like that. But that's what's coming. Um, we might be lucky enough to actually be able to go through it. So over the past week, I did a little bit of digging in. I think I looked for a while for a couple different days, maybe over the period of 3 or 4 days. I got on the internet and I started looking for in specific cases of 1960, 61, and 1962 cases of MCIs. Pictures of them open. I have a case of 1963s that I opened on the channel years ago. Well, actually, you know what? I filmed it, but I may have never uploaded that. Never edited or uploaded that. I can't remember. I certainly remember filming it. So, I'll smoke another one of these Camels. Anyway, here's where I'm at. And I also have things in my possession that tell me details of certain years that I know, but I don't know that they were all that way during said year. Now, 1958, I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure 1958, 59, and 60, maybe even 61, if I'm not mistaken. No, 60 for sure. MCIs had the two-piece accessory packet. They had the accessory packet, and then they had the drink packet that came along with it. 1961 and 1962, I think, had the yellow accessory packets. Standard looking accessory packet, except yellow, which we have looked at these on live streams before, but standard looking accessory packet just like that with cigarettes, but they're yellow. Like, I wouldn't call it a bright yellow. I would call it like a Dijon mustard kind of yellow. So I'm trying to nail down when those changes happened and confirm that they were yellow all the way up to 1962. And now 1963, I know for sure that they were brown. Because I have an early 1963 case that teeters from 62 to 63. Some of my B units are 62s, like November and December 62s, and some of them are 63. So like on the like the hard, or like the breads, and some, like I said, it's a mix. So it's like a late, or it's an early 63 case with some 62 B units and stuff in it. But 1962, so I have an MCI from 1962 that has one of the yellow accessory packets. I can't remember what month that is, but were they that way all the way through 62? Were some manufacturers yellow and some weren't? I don't know. Somewhere in between 1962 and 1963, the MCI accessory packets, which is what most of us like, and that the B units, well, that's the best part, because that's what's still viable today, can still be edible and consumed, and all that good stuff. So I'm trying to figure out where that change happened at. If maybe even some of the yellows spilled over to 63 different manufacturers. I know by 1964, 100%, there were never, you'll never see a yellow accessory packet. I guess I can't say never, but I'm pretty sure that by 1964, the brown accessory packets were the standard. Brown and almost like a bronze color, like that one that I just pulled out right here, does have that more of a bronze look to it in the right light compared to other accessory packets that are like more brown. But that's just got something to do with the way they were manufactured, at the aluminum plant that made that stuff, the aluminum facility that rolled those out. I'll tell you what, these are the ones that Saltycroccollectibles sent for a Camel Light. This is no Camel Light anymore. This is stronger than a full flavor. That much I can tell you. Anyways, I need to figure out when the 2-part accessory packet stopped. So I have a 2-part accessory packet that is, it's a mix between 1959 and 60 as far as the B units that I have, because I have 3 of them. And they are, like I said, the B units and other items that I can date for sure range from 59 to 60. So I know that that 58, 59, 60 were the 2-part accessory packet and drink packet. 1961, I'm on the fence about. I don't know for sure if there were still some 2 parts in 61, if they made a switch in mid-year, but they also went to the standard accessory packet that we're looking at, except they were yellow. But they're identical to the brown ones. They're just yellow, and they have the exact same printing on them and everything like that. They're just yellow. And before then, they were yellow, but they were 2-part. Anyways, I'm trying to figure that out, and I've been looking online, and I can find a couple pictures of the yellow accessory packets. Literally just a couple. I thought there would be way more information and photos, like images out there. There's like hardly anything so far that I've found. Now, I'd like to get into the Natick photo log, which is on like Getty Images or something like that. It's on Photo Bucket, or there's another one that. Anyways, there's a bunch of old military photos, and I need to dig through and figure out when these changes happened, because I want to present that information, but I need to find it. I need to find all that information. I think it was pretty hot here today, or I know it was pretty warm yesterday. It is 73 right now. Let's see what it says for tomorrow. eBay. It's only going to get it to the 80s tomorrow. 4 p.m., 82 degrees. Not bad. Wait, is that right? Yeah, it's looking like only 82 tomorrow. That's not horrible. It's been a lot worse, so that's not too bad. But for some reason, I'm only getting... Oh, wait. Okay, here's my daily. Looks like 90 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. Possible rain on Tuesday, 24% chance, and the temperature goes down a little bit, 86 to 84. 86 and 84. Anyway, so what else happened over the last week or so? Or was I just with you guys just the other day? Was it Wednesday? Has it been a week? Or was it just Wednesday that I did a live stream? My days have been running together. I was up... not last night. Was it last night? No, night before, with those kittens, and then took them to the shelter, which, like I said, not proud of that one, but it was what I had to do. So tonight you're only getting down to 86. I just saw that, 86 by 6 a.m. I just saw it's only 72 right now here, which is honestly, like, it's cooled down here. It has been a lot warmer. I think today's probably the first cool day. I was outside a little bit. Let's see. We're going to get down to 66 by 4 a.m. That's going to be the low point. And then it's going to start rising. 8 a.m. 68, noon 81, 4 p.m. 82, and then 8 p.m. 81. I got a family reunion to go to tomorrow. So that'll be yeah. I haven't went to a family reunion on that side of my dad's side of the family, and I mean, it's been probably maybe like 2010, maybe. No, I think my dad was still alive, so maybe like 07, 06. Yeah. I don't remember going to one after that. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. It's been a long time. Told my son, like, he needs to go, and he's going to wish one of these days that he knew that side of his family, so I don't even really know him that well. I've got 2 half sisters that I've tried to get in touch with a little bit, but I maybe should make a little more effort there. So are you in Wyoming? Is that what the temperature was we were talking about? No, Kalen says, it's 78 now in Des Moines. Who said the 86 tonight? Oh, Kalen. Got up to 85 here. Oh, tomorrow's 88. It's from the early 90s MRE. I don't know where I saw that at. Anyway, I was in Arizona in the wintertime, and it was, oh God, it was so nice. I've never been to Arizona in the summertime. I've never been to Arizona or anywhere out. Well, yeah, wait a minute. Let's say I haven't been anywhere out. I've been to Texas in July. I was in Houston, and oh my goodness. I think the temperature outside was 109 or 110. The heat index was, I want to say, like 120. It was disgustingly hot. It really, really disgusting. Humid, super humid too, because I don't know how far away the Gulf of Mexico is, but that's what everybody kept saying. It's like, the Gulf ain't that far, and that's why it's so humid. I'm like, God, this is ridiculous. I'd never dealt with heat like that, outside heat like that. The hottest it gets here usually is like 100. It'll get up to 103. I mean, maybe like 105 on a like the worst. I've maybe ever seen it here. One of the worst summers that I can remember was whenever I went to work at an aluminum plant. And most people don't know how aluminum is made. I would encourage you to Google that and like look at the manufacturing process on how aluminum is made. It's pretty interesting. It's made with electricity instead of there being like a fire lit underneath it and like a boiler and stuff. They're each individual pots, and they have bus bars on each end and pass electricity through the ore, all the different ores, all the mixture. There's like, they put stuff in there called coke and the aluminum, I guess, whatever you mix up to make aluminum, whatever that was. And then we'd set a big piece of carbon down in it. But the summer that I went to work there in the summer, and obviously the building's not air conditioned. The buildings are huge. There was 82 or 84 pots per half a line. So there was 168 or 164 per line. And I worked on line 3, I believe. It's been a long time. Anyway, I've never experienced heat like that before in my life. I've worked in power plants where they didn't shut off the boiler, and I've tore the insulation off the outside of those boilers while it was running. That was an unbelievably hot job that I had, it was the wet bulb temperature in there was 303 degrees. You could only be in there for 10 minutes was your stay time. In there 10 minutes, you'd come out, you'd shower, you had to stay out for 15, then you'd go back and work 10 minutes, come back out, ripping a Tyvek off every time. Like, the amount of waste is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I was doing that in the dead of winter, too. It was in December. November and December. But this place, this job, was different. Like, the heat, you would get so hot within the first, I don't know, 10, when I first started. In the first 10 or 15 minutes, like, your body, you'd be tingling on the inside, like cold chills. You'd have goosebumps all over you where it was so hot. Unbelievably hot. And like, my pants would literally combust, just catch on fire without touching anything. It was that hot. They would catch on fire. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done that. But what's weird is I got used to it. It's something, when I first went in, I'm like, there's no way that this is something that you can get used to, even though I saw the guys doing the jobs. Because when I first went in there, I put on these ice vests that were solid ice. You put them in the freezer, they'd freeze solid. You know, it was weird, and it hurt, like, rubbing against your, because it was solid ice. Anyway, those things would melt within the first 10 minutes, usually. They'd be all liquid. And if you really were anal about it, like, you'd come out of there and you'd swap out into another ice vest, but I never did that. I only wore it for maybe 5 days, something like that, a week, and I was like, I can't do this ice vest. It's only good for 10 minutes anyway. Like, it's pointless because I'm going to be out here doing this for hours. It just didn't make sense. You just get used to, you can, the human body can acclimate to so many different things, especially if you ease into it like you can. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing, but that's the hottest stuff I've ever endured before, and I liked that job. Like, I really enjoyed that job. They shut that plant down, and it never reopened. Never reopened. And what was weird was, this was back in 2008 when the economy crashed, but the company had just gotten a $3 billion contract with Boeing and NASA. So we had two contracts. We had a $3 billion contract with Boeing, and then we had some ungodly, it wasn't as big as the Boeing contract, but it was a good one, with NASA, where the plant that I worked at produced the cleanest, most pure aluminum in the world. We made the best aluminum in the world, and that's why they came to us to get the aluminum for the spacecrafts and the space shuttles, whatever, and then whatever else they made out of it. NASA, I don't know what else they make out of, a lot of stuff out of aluminum, I'm going to assume. But yeah, they shut that place down and never reopened it. There's a metal stretcher up there on the other side. There was two plants, but it used to all be one plant, and then they split it into two. One side deals with rolling the metal out, and then the other side we actually made the metal from scratch, from literally the ores and the carbon. Like I said, that's the side I worked on, and that's the side that got shut down. It used to be called Ravenswood Aluminum, and then it was Pechenay, and then it was, what was the name of it after that? Can't remember. Anyway, thought that was interesting, though. I always thought that was super cool that we were making the most pure aluminum in the world up there, which we tested every single batch. I would take samples. I'd dip in the hot metal and pour in these little ingots, these little tiny round sample ingots, and I would take them to the lab. They would test it, and that would rate like what purity and what quality that aluminum was each, because certain qualities went for more money, and like the NASA and Boeing stuff, I'm sure was the best stuff we were making. So a little bit, you're gonna have to wait a minute. So I want to have another one of these Norwegians. I don't know that I'll do it at 2 weeks in a row. I might, but now I want one of the breakfast, and I'm actually craving this jerky that Delicious made. This is really good jerky. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Pjort. It's just Peter in American. I don't know that I know anybody that I call Peter though. That their name is Peter. I can't think of anybody. If I did know someone named Peter, I probably called him Pete. I don't know. Trying to think, rack my brain. I knew a guy that I called Pete, but his name I won't even tell you. Like he had a name. His last name was Johnson. He had a name, boys. I'll tell you. What's Tracy talking about? Only place I know that you can go outside in 100-degree heat and feel cold. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's how it was. That's how it was, because it'd be 100 degrees outside. Let's just say high 90s, 100 degrees in late June, July, maybe even up into August. But anyways, yeah, you come out of if you came down off in between a pot at the aluminum plant, you'd go over to the window and it would feel like air conditioning, even though it was 100 degrees, which is probably a little warmer than that because these are all metal buildings, and in between them, like the windows didn't open all the way up. They only just kind of like, like the old sunroofs where you would click them open and they would just raise about that far. Well, that's how the window's done. Like they only just like flopped up some. They didn't raise up all the way. So the air that was coming through there was not what the outside temperature would be, I would say. I would say it was a little warmer than that, picking up heat off of the actual buildings, plus the heat of the buildings themselves anyways, but it still felt like air conditioning. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that, Tracy. Drove 20 minutes a day without the AC, and for some reason went outside in 100-degree temps to pull weeds. Yeah, I believe I'd have waited for it to cool down a little bit. Let's see what Tracy was talking about. Worked in the steel mill. I've worked in the steel mill too, the one right up the road here. It wasn't nowhere near as hot in there as it was in the aluminum plant. I think aluminum is 20. It's either 22 or 2700, and I'm pretty sure the steel was 1700, somewhere along in there. That's the temperatures that you melt it together at or whatever. But yeah, there's a steel mill 2.5, 3 miles from my house, right up the road here. I've worked there too before. My grandpa worked in there too. I don't know how long he worked there, but he worked there at some point. Worked on the railroad. Oh, Battlefield Vegas. I'm seeing Bourbon Street Joe saying Battlefield Vegas. Which, Bourbon Street just came back from down in Louisiana, didn't you? Wasn't you down at on Bourbon Street, if I'm not mistaken? I have a summer house in Santa Barbara. Oh, California. Oh, I don't know. I used to want to go to California. Like that was a destination that I always wanted. Now, I don't have any desire to go out there. It's weird how it did not used to be this way. Not even, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit it was this way, but not to the extent that things are now. She doesn't want to go out. If she needs to go out, I'll put her out. Anyways, but I used to want to go to California. But now it seems like politics has literally injected itself into every single part of our lives. Even it comes down to the grocery store that you shop at, the vehicle that you buy, it's really gotten out of hand. It's, in my opinion, that's just me. I feel like we used to be able to ignore that stuff mostly, and now it's made itself impossible to ignore. I used to like to ignore it, um, but it's made it. They've made it impossible now. Like they've literally injected it into every single decision that you make has some sort of connection to something. Like I don't like that. I mean, I've been to California now. Thanks to eating history, I was able to go out there. I wasn't there very long. We were out there for, I think we were in California for, yeah, we were there actually for longer than I thought because Ken was in California. Yeah, right? I think. If he was, then we were there for probably a week or so. And then we were in, where did we drive from? I can't remember where we drove from. We were we were staying at a hotel wherever they shot Sons of Anarchy. I could look that up. That's the town that we were staying at, and I guess it was really bad at that time when we were there, which would have been 2019. That they were having a bunch of like shootings and stuff like that. Um, I didn't watch the news, so I don't know exactly what was going on. But I do remember not having like enough clothes or the right clothes or something like that, and I needed to go to a Walmart or I needed to go to a store somewhere, and it was kind of late in the evening. And Matt, the showrunner, had me going to get some different shirts to wear. And I was like, okay, that's cool, man. I was like, give me the keys to whatever, the Tahoe or whatever we had at the time, a van maybe. I think it was a Tahoe. And I'll go find something somewhere. I was like, I'll get there, I'll try stuff on, I'll send you pictures, and you pick out what you want me to buy. He's like, okay, cool. So I go to Walmart, and on my way there, the Walmart that I was supposed to go to was surrounded by cops. Like it, there were cops all the way around the Walmart that I had looked up, and just Googled the nearest one or whatever. So obviously, I'm seeing this as I'm driving up on it, and I just kept going. I was like, nope, this is not it. I'm going to find another Walmart. So I ended up driving like another 4 miles, something like that, to a different Walmart. And it was a weird Walmart. They had what was the deal? It was like they didn't have certain things that I've never seen a Walmart not have. Can't remember what it was though. You want out? Hang on. Come on. Hurry up. Okay. But yeah, I can't remember what it was that was weird about that Walmart. If I still had those old texts, because I remember texting Matt being like, maybe they didn't have clothes. I don't think they had any clothes at all. That might have been what it was. Like they had food, like they had an automotive section, but they didn't have any clothes or something like that. They had electronics. Yeah, it was something like that. So I ended up having to go to another one. And while I was at the other one, I was standing out front smoking a cigarette before I got into a Tahoe because I couldn't smoke in there, obviously. And there was like 10 cops flew by there with their lights and sirens on, just meow, meow. And we were kind of in town. Like they were going 70, 80 miles an hour. It was ridiculous. Somebody had accidentally pulled out in front of them, they'd have killed them. I want to go to that Battlefield Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. It's one place I've never been to that I've wanted to go to. My grandma wanted to go there. I wanted to take my grandma there. I never had the money to take my grandma there before she passed away. But I've always wanted to go. Come here. Come here. She won't bother you. Chubbles. Hey. Hey, coffee. You doing some coughing? You doing some coughing? Mr. Congested. Is that you? Who is that? Look, is that you? You see you? You're not self-aware, are you? Brownie. I would put you up there, but... Brownie, go on. Brownie. Brownie. Here's my little baby. She loves her daddy. You gotta find her a home, though. Don't we? We gotta find you a home, don't we? Yeah. She's gonna make somebody a really good pet. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Your brother's good, too. You just got my heart. Don't you? Got me wrapped around your little pinky, don't you? Here, I'll hold you. Want me to hold you? What is it now? Finding homes for all the kittens? Yeah, it's not easy, that's for sure. But I'm taking the one to the family reunion tomorrow, the gray one. I can't handle both of them. I gotta take it with me on my lap. I'm gonna have to put a collar on it and a leash on it so it can use the bathroom and whatnot while I'm there. Probably have to stop on the way and let it go. She can hang out here while we go. Hopefully he'll find a home. I guess my sister does the same thing. My half-sister. My mom was telling me that she rescues animals all the time. And, like, I didn't know that. My dad never had animals, though, which is kind of weird. So I don't remember him ever having animals. His mom, which he lived with his mom, on and off, basically his entire life. My mama, she had they had a dog named Brownie for a long time. I'm gonna say most of the time that I knew them, they had that dog. And she might have had, she had a couple. They had a couple outside cats, but nothing like that you'd say, oh yeah, those are animal people, you know. They walked on a leash with a collar. Drove through Canada down to Philly with him. He was a huge hit everywhere we stopped. Oh, I'm sure people like cats, but they don't want to own them. Ain't that right? Huh? I understand. I get it. They put a leash on you is what happens. She give me kisses. She's got eyes that are just like, I don't know. I got you. You see yourself in the camera? Purring up a storm. Oh, here. I'm going to put you down because I'm going to sign off here in a minute. As soon as I finish this cigarette and check the chat. Hey, I'm vaguely self-aware. I hear you. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. Right, I know. I swear. What episode? Oh, it was a episode of Family Guy. And no, yeah, it was. So Quagmire has like this cat thing that he has going on, and the Griffins ended up with a cat, and Meg kind of took over the cat, and it was like her cat, and the cat had control of Meg, and they had like this sweater that they were going to put on her, but the way they described it was that like cats were telling other cats like you can come and hang out here, like there's food and like there's they'll take care of you and give you food and water and you can just hang out. Like I swear they talk to each other like that. They have to. Like how else do they end up showing up here like they do? I love Family Guy too. Family Guy's great. American Dad, Bob's Burgers. Like I'm an adult animation show guy. I love them all. I enjoy watching all of them. I've always kind of dreamed of being a voice actor of a character on one of them. I think that would be freaking awesome. I'd have to come up with an interesting voice to use, but I'm sure I could do that. I know I have that capability. Staying consistent with a voice like that, because if you go back and watch the older episodes of Family Guy and like the first few seasons of American Dad, like they hadn't found their voice yet. There's, I'd say, some stark differences and some subtle differences in the way that they talked and sounded and stuff like that. Just they just hadn't found themselves yet. It takes a minute. I think I would enjoy it. I think I'd enjoy something like that, just to kind of live vicariously through a cartoon character and just get the voice act that out. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be real fun. And there's another example of the political stuff getting into like every aspect of everything. The shows you watch, the TV, the movies, like Wanda Sykes, like that she does voice acting a lot, and Samuel L. Jackson also. Seen both of them, and they've gotten weirdly political on the left side, and it's just it makes it tough. It makes it tough. The world has changed in ways that I'm going to say are not the greatest. I'm coming, Stella. Here, get up here on the chair for a minute. All right. Goodness. She sounds like a horse. Yeah, can't watch SNL no more. Like, I get it. One of my good friends, like I really made good friends with someone that works at SNL. And I've watched it maybe a handful of times since me and him became friends. And I know, like, the band, the SNL band, I know 5 out of 6 of those guys. It's pretty weird. Like, I never thought that I would know these people. And then the special effects guy for SNL, his nickname is Smoke. Richie Smoke. Me and him became good friends, and yeah, I don't watch it. I watch it for what he does. Like, I'll watch for the special effects, or the smoke, or the like fake blood, fake puke, and stuff like that. That's what he does, like the special effects, fight scenes, anything like that. Anything outside, like where he told me about one scene. I can't remember who was in it. The guy was falling off of a second story onto a car, and they had to get these windshields made out of sugar glass, and they had them shipped overnight from California. Paid $40,000 a piece, and this was back in, like, I wanted to say like early 2000s. He said, or mid 2000s. He's been there 27 or 28 years now. So yeah, the older SNL stuff especially the stuff that I grew up with from, let's see, 87 or so, 86, 87. Time I was about 4 years old, up, like, till I was probably 12, 14. I watched it every Saturday that it was on. I watched it. And he started there back in 90, let's see, it would have been 94 94, 93, something like that. Would that have been right? No, it wouldn't have been right. Yeah, 93, 94, something like that. I think he's been there 27 or 28 years now. So, yeah, one of only two people in the city with an explosives license that can let off explosives inside of a building. It's a pretty rare thing to have in New York City, is an explosives license to put off explosives, pyrotechnics, etc. inside of a building. I've got some really good footage of basically behind the scenes of SNL. Pictures of me on the stage, coming out of the doors that probably by this point thousands of celebrities have came out of. Maybe how many years? I don't know. Hundreds. Definitely hundreds. Maybe 1,000. Some. But like the biggest celebrities ever. Donald Trump came out of there for sure. Like, he's got to be one of the most famous people in the world now. For better or for worse, whether you like him or hate him, he has to be one of the more well-known people in the world. Just because of the hate and the love. Both, you know, like even the middle ground, like pretty much everybody all over the world knows who he is now. I know it's kind of weird to think of it that way, but it's true. John Travolta, I'm like, you name it. Like, you name it, Nicolas Cage, Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams. Like, the biggest names ever. The chicken wing skit, I don't remember that one. I'll tell you let me tell you guys one of the funniest SNL skits that I still go back and watch them a lot. And somebody that you wouldn't think would be all that funny is hilarious. And it's Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake is one of the funniest dudes. He's got some of the best skits on SNL. They do this one, is him and Andy Samberg, I think, started it. And then him and Andy Samberg also, him and Andy Samberg, right? It did like a bunch of songs together. I think it was them too. Anyway, but they did these skits where Timberlake would just dress up in like like a foam suit. I think one, he was a bottle of liquor because he Liquorville, and he had like these white cartoon gloves on, like big puffy white cartoon gloves, and he was dancing. The dancing was funny. You guys, if you haven't seen those skits, I highly recommend you check those out because they are hilarious. Oh, and Lonely Island. Yeah, that's Andy Samberg, right? Lonely Island is Samberg, right? The guy that did, what's that New York cop show that he did? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's what it was. But yeah, Timberlake's got like, I want to say I've seen 5 or 6, maybe more of those skits of different times that he's been on the show. And he does like they're all similar, but also very different. But he's always dancing and singing a song about, and it's like a parody song. It's just really, really good stuff. It's been a long time since I've looked him up, probably a year or so, too, something like that. But somebody I never thought would be high up on my comedy skit list, that he's up there. Like, I really, really enjoyed those that he done. Obviously, just about anything Chris Farley done was amazing. I really liked him back in the day. It's crazy that he checked out the way he did. I guess it's not too big a surprise, but all right, yeah, I'm going to check out. I know I've been on here for too long. The reason I think I've been running over so long is ever since I started using this iPhone, it doesn't tell me how much time I've been on here up in the corner. It's not like it used to be. It used to be on anything I I've streamed with before, it would tell me like I've been on here 2 hours. This doesn't tell me that. So yeah, it's that's why I think I end up going over. Just depends on how I feel too. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, just kind of talking it out. I enjoy this part, man. This is it. I would do a whole like I guess you call it a podcast. I'd like to have guests that I could have intelligent conversations with about anything, really, just whatever's interesting at the moment, maybe whatever's going on in the world at the time, without getting. Some people don't know how to have a conversation. Some people do. Some people can stay calm and have a conversation with differing ideas, or if you're like-minded, it's a lot easier. But if you're not and you have differing opinions, some people can't handle that, and that's the only way that we can grow as a society is with differing opinions, is to have a conversation about it, a level-headed, common sense conversation. So yeah, I would assume that Sean will be live Monday. So last Monday was the 4th of July, and I wasn't sure whether or not he was going to do that, but I did put a link last week, pretty sure. So I'm sure Sean will be live at the Ration Museum on Monday. I don't have a link to that right now, but it's not hard to go over there. Just click or type in Ration Museum. Go in there. If he's got his, I'm sure he's got the live stream set up. It'll say set a reminder. Set a reminder. Do that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up or down here on mine. Subscribe if you haven't already, because that's a YouTube thing to say or do. Never really focused that too much on that. I would like to hit 100,000 subscribers one day, so my kids like believe that I'm an actual legitimate YouTuber. Maybe one of these days. Yes, Mitty, like I'm sure me and you don't see eye to eye on everything, right? But I know that me and you could sit down and have conversations about pretty much anything. You seem like a pretty level-headed dude that wouldn't get like blowing up about stuff. I used to not be so level-headed. I think I used like 10 years ago or something, I might have had a little more issue with being able to set through a conversation like that. I might be that guy that's just like, I can't do this. Like I'm done. Get up and walk away or something. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't say that for sure, but I feel like that's probably how it might have been 10, 15 years ago. Uh, Back then, I consider myself somewhat still a kid. When you're 25 years old, like you haven't lived enough. I had done a lot by the time I was 25. Done a lot of traveling, a lot of construction work. You kind of grow up a lot on construction sites and heavy industrial work because you're with all walks of life from all over the country, sometimes all over the world, and you learn how to deal with differing opinions, and you know you can have a conversation about it, right? So yeah, that's kind of maybe where I got a little bit of that, a little bit of it. I don't know. I've lived an interesting life compared to some, and a pretty dull life compared to others. Middle of the road. Don't always want to be that middle of the road guy. I want to put my stamp on the world. So I think we all want to do that at some point in time. Not all of us, but most of us want to do that at some point in time. You know, leave our mark behind. All right. Well, I got to say a huge thanks to my patrons as always. Thank you guys for being my patrons. And said I was going to post over there. I just went over there and answered some messages. Getting some addresses. Going to be sending some stuff out. Got some stuff that needs to go to Canada. I need to send a package to Delicious as well. I don't know how well it'll do customs wise, if it'll clear here to go there. It's just that's a crapshoot. I've lost probably more packages than most when it comes to like percentage wise of how many I've sent out, how many get stopped. I don't get that. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because I put Oldsmokey on there. Maybe I should stop doing that. But yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for so long. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your Saturday to hang out. And I hope you enjoyed the ration. I did. And I got more of these things. Like I said, I'll be going through a few of them, I would say. Some trading, or I don't know. I would eat every one of those breads pretty quickly if I didn't have self-control. But I do. So, and they're 1,300 calories a piece. So that's a lot. That's a lot. If you eat it all, that's a lot. Um, Wait, Daniel said I've been lucky. Have yet to. Oh yeah. Wait, you better knock on some wood. I'll do it for you. Knock on my mantle wood right here. Mantle place wood. Did I just spit on myself? I might have. Bit my cheek earlier. I'm spitting. Idiot. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Good luck to you, Daniel. Like I said, I got you knocked on the wood. But all right, guys. I guess really all I got left to do now is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Later.